see the tunnel in the distance there. Now this tunnel isn't the original. The original one is still there. We'll go and have a look, but you can't actually get inside that one like you can this one. So the original one was built in 1845 along with the rest of the line, and it was double tracked through it. Then when they electrified this in the 1950s, they had to build another tunnel because the heights basically didn't add up. They couldn't get two lines with all the electric gear on top through that tunnel. So they made the double tunnel a single one by moving the track into the middle, and they built this one brand new. And I'm pretty sure there's a sign on it which actually says 1947 or 1948. So maybe that's when they built it then, obviously knowing they were going to electrify in the 50s. So there's the later tunnel. That's the one we're going to go through in a minute on the bikes. But this round here was the original one. So all this has been excavated later, obviously. That wasn't the line. The line came through here. So we've jumped off the bikes. Phil's getting his torch. Because as you can see, they filled it in, but not all the way to the top. Torches at the ready for this one. You've got head torch as well, haven't you?
Got the lot, mate.
Serious. It really is. I was expecting it to kind of slip away underfoot, but it's not. I guess though, because they had so many collieries around here, finding some spoil to fill up the tunnel is a pretty easy gig. Look at that. Oh, amazing. Right. What can we see? Is there a big disappointment, or can we actually?
No, but,
oh wow!
They've actually bricked it up at one stage, look, and it's just gone.
Yeah.
Let's get this one. See what's going on.
Oh yeah.
That stinks like a tunnel as well.
It really does.
The size of these. Christ almighty.
I know, they're not playing games, are they?
No.
So what we're expecting to see is some kind of overhead, you know, gantries or whatever. So I'll have a little slide down and see if I can't see what we're looking for here. Oh jeez Louise. Okay, so it's actually pretty slippery. Now, I mean, that brickwork there is hanging on for dear life. I mean, that would have strengthened it then, wouldn't it? But it's weird because it's like, there's your original tunnel, then they've strengthened it like 4 bricks deep. There's another 2 bricks deep and another further down as well. So I'm not sure why that is. Oh geez, I thought you were coming into the back of me then. That sounded daunting. Right, so what there should be in the ceiling, because there's still ballast in here, is some kind of remnants of the electrification. Oh, there it is, I can see it. So look there, you see the metal hanging out the rock there. Yeah, you can just make it out. They look like pretty small bolts though, don't they? But yeah, man, amazing. Maybe stuff on the side there as well, look. Oh, mate. Yeah, he's still got the wiring. That's awesome. So that's a darn sight easier to get out than it was to get in. I was filming myself then going down, as I always do if you watch the channel, because I figure if I'm going to stack it, I want you to see it. And I really thought, because I could hear Phil making a racket behind me, I expected him to clean me up. Fortunately not. Okay, so you jump back on the bikes now, and we're going to head through that newer tunnel, which is still, you know, best part of 100 years old, but newer than that. Phil, do you remember this railway running? Did you ever go on it?
I didn't travel on it, but I used to come and watch the locos at the depot, Worth, yeah. About 81, 80, just remember, we used to go to Mexborough and then we used to walk to Worth depot and look over the bridge, you'd see all the electric locos.
So that's further down this same line, is it?
Yeah, it's on the other one, it's on the, well yeah, it's not part of this line as such, it's the other branch, the Worsborough branch that used to go down to Worth, and that's where the traction changed over from electric to diesel to continuous.
So they used to have to swap the engines?
That was the exchange point, yeah.
So was that part of why they closed it, do you think? Because it was just a pain to do that?
Well, it weren't economical, to be honest. Keep changing, because remember, if something were coming over from, let's say, Liverpool, and it was going south, it had changed from diesel to electric over on the Manchester side. Now the electric's on here, then it'd change again either at Rotherwood or on the other line at Wath. You know, all this loco changing is just not
not going to fly, is it?
nowadays.
So here we go, 1947 it says there then, LNER, so London North Eastern Railway, and then it says BR 1948, British Railways. So I don't think they're necessarily to do with when it was actually built.
But when was BR formed?
1948.
So they put their own, so...
Yeah, so it's an interesting one. So we're in that single tunnel now, and just above you'll see there's those little sort of rectangular blocks. Now these, I mean that sound is amazing. That is where the electrification sat. You just see that in that block there.
Yeah, have you noticed that they had to hold the wire, that them blocks would have been to avoid having a downward overhang to, you know, keep the dimensions as high as possible for the, you know, pantographs on the locos. So the stuff holding the wire up was actually fitted inside the bore, as opposed to, you know, it hanging down.
I mean, Phil, your voice is booming at the best of times, mate, but...
Yeah, my voice, well, if I start singing here, it won't be, you know.
Wow. That sound is insane.
That reverb is it's unbelievable, isn't it?
Really is. Right, check this out. I'll be quiet for a minute. Still going. That is crazy. So we stopped the bikes because Phil's going to explain this better. Look at that. So there's a really good shot of it.
Yeah, because obviously dimensions in this tunnel are pretty tight, and if you look at the locos that used to come through here, they had really quite high pantographs. So to avoid any kind of dimension issues, they actually built the supports kind of, how should I put that, within the lining, so that all that had to hang off there was the minimal amount of infrastructure, and the wires, you know, would have been really, really close, you know, to the top arch, shall we say, just along here. To save space, so it's clever how they've done it, and whether they've been able to have done that in Victorian times, you know, is a different story, but these are all precast, aren't they? But, you know, you'll see on footage how low the pantographs on the locos are when they come out. They're almost flat as opposed to, you know, being up.
I would love to hear a full band in there. It would be insane. Right, okay, so it's the same the other end, obviously. There's the other original tunnel, which you just go and have a quick look at. I'm not sure we're going to need the torches for this one, Phil.
There's no way two lines would have gone through there with electric.
No way, no. So you're saying this is a back colony? A lot of them are, aren't they, actually?
Could be, they've left the door, but obviously the bats aren't getting out of that, it's blocked.
Yeah, there's a little hatch there to the left.
Yeah, but I think someone's giving that a bang, haven't they?
Oh, you reckon?
Yeah. They put a small couple of bricks missing at the top, but it's not bricked up, but perhaps it's not a back colony. If it were, it'd be protected, they wouldn't they'd have made more precautions on the other end, wouldn't they?
Yeah, true. Amazing, though.
But you know what? I reckon the Watsits are missing off top of there.
Yeah, because they had like little castle, type style coping stones, didn't they?
Turret weird things, didn't they? So
yeah.
They've been knocked down or they've been vandalised or whatever.
Yeah, or maybe they thought they were dangerous and were going to come down. Yeah, a lot of the time on the Great Central and a lot of these lines, yeah. So we've had a look at those Thurgoland Tunnels. Amazing, the acoustics is just unbelievable.